sweethearts. First thing, just let me apologize for the perspective of the camera. Unfortunately, I kind of lost my tripod, so I can't find it and I can't seem to place my phone because I record with my phone. So I can't seem to place my phone on a proper place. So I'm just holding it with my other hand. So I just, if I need to express myself, I will be only shaking one hand. And yeah, and you can see my arm there just holding the camera. Oh well, so today is want to do just like a little brief video about what's been January, the first month of 2020 for me. So far I think it has treated me alright. Not much going on yet. We still haven't moved to Auckland. We're just finishing with the apartment, and I think by this week, by the end of this week, we're going to put the apartment for sale. So once the apartment is put onto sale, then things will start to move up better and maybe more faster. So yeah, but other things that I've been doing, well, apart from taking care of my nephews and my niece, is I applied for studying at university. So like I said before, I don't have a degree yet, and I decided to go back to university and just get that damn degree that I needed for what I want to do. However, I didn't go back to Japanese studies because just based on my previous experience with the previous year that I tried to continue with Japanese studies, it wasn't working. So firstly, I'm a person that learns by being surrounded in the environment. So it is kind of weird because at home we do speak Spanish, and then outside I speak English, and then I only speak like Japanese at class. So it never really worked for me. And the other thing is that unfortunately the way that Japanese was being taught at uni, it was messing up with my mental health. So I felt very dumb. I felt very stressed. So I was never able to learn properly, and I did study but nothing got into my brain. So it was very stressful, and I couldn't achieve anything of what I really wanted. So I'm falling, sorry about that. So yeah, it was just very stressful, and I think that if I want to keep my sanity, then it will be good to just change. And I found another major, which is visual arts, which is actually what I really have passion for. And Japanese is only something that I have interest on, but I'm still very keen into learning Japanese. But for my major and for my degree, I decided to just go for what I always wanted to go for. And yeah, so I'm very happy for that. I got accepted, so I have a place. I start now in February, at the end of February. Because I can't pay the cost of university, I apply for a loan, which leaves me to debt for the rest of my life. But oh well, what can I do? Yeah, I think it is worth it anyways. And I also get some help. It's kind of like a loan again, just for like living expenses. I can apply for an allowance. Here they give you a student allowance, but because last time that I applied for an allowance and that I had the allowance, I left my studies because of my mental health. So they need me to pass at least half of this year, so then I can have the allowance and I can leave that loan for expenses, because you have to pay it back. So for the first semester it will be quite a lot of money, so it's not worth it to have it again for the other half of the semester. It is better to have the allowance. So yeah, so it's cool, it is exciting. I still don't have a job, especially because I'm not there. I haven't really been applying for it, but now I do know my schedule, and based on the fact that I'm going to receive this monetary help, it doesn't urge me to have a almost full-time job that I thought that I will I needed. I'm going to get a part-time, but of course with the options of flexible hours, so like that I can work extra if I can, and that would be cool. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'll be doing something I want, um, and it looks very possible. Like it seems like I'm not going to be like so stressed about work and study at the same time. So I'm happy about that. What else has happened? Um, I will go briefly about this. I think maybe I will do a video later. Um, sorry about that again. Explaining better the situation. But the thing is, on my years of young adulthood, I got myself into debt and I started paying it, and I still until today I haven't been able to pay it full. And what I had to do, because it was stressing me out, I've been already 2 months unemployed, so there was no way that I could make a payment towards that. And even like for my phone bill, I've been asking my mom for money and my sister, which is not nice. But yeah, so the thing is that I have to complete an state of insolvency, which means that the government sort of pays you that debt, but you can't get yourself involved into more debts. Study doesn't count. It means like credit debts, like no credit cards and no credit loans or anything like that, which I'm definitely not having anymore. But it wasn't ideal to get into this, but after much thought and almost a year of thinking about it, it was the best option to do it. So, but yeah, huge lesson, like never getting myself into that sort of thing anymore. I want to do a full video about that, because it is involved also my mental health in that, because I was buying things just to feel like an emotional gap, like same that happens with my eating disorder. I eat to feel my emotions. So yeah, I will be definitely talking more about that, about my, I think it's kind of mental health, but like in general, I will just focus on that for that, and then maybe do another video for my eating disorder, which I still have, and I'm still struggle a lot, and usually my weight fluctuates and goes up and down quite quickly, and but now I'm stuck in the app, so I keep gaining weight. But yeah, what else? I think January. So yeah, so this insolvency thing happened, and I feel it, and it's pretty much done. So it will leave me clear from any credit debt that I have. So that's good in that aspect. It's not ideal. It's not a great situation to have on your credit check when they do it for your jobs and stuff like that. You just have to explain. It's not a bankruptcy, because my amount of money that I was owing, it was less than 6,000 and more than 1,000. But when you think about it, also the amount, you were like, oh, you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation and just paid it. But it wasn't possible, and especially with the last 2 jobs, it wasn't possible to pay that off and pay your expenses, like basic expenses either. So yeah, that's done, and then I'm never getting myself into that ever again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. And there's something else I wanted to say very briefly. I will be soon coming back to my contact of like ghosts and paranormal, because that's what I started this channel for, and I want to continue it. But I also like to upload like quickly, like I will try to do like monthly updates, like what's been this month meant to me and blah blah blah. And I also want to add maybe some like opinions. I like to give my opinion even though no one asked me for it, but I want to give like my opinions about series that I've been watching. I want to give my opinion about maybe music that I've been listening early, music that I like in general. It's kind of complicated with all the copyrights that YouTube has, but I will try my best that I can share music with you guys. And I would like to do that kind of reaction, but to things that I'm actually never seen before and or never heard before. But I think I will do it once maybe I do more like music related content, like giving you my opinions about music I like or why I like these songs and da da da. Um, and yes, and but maybe yeah, so like that later you guys can give me some opinions or maybe hear this. If you like this, maybe you can hear that, and then I can react to it. And yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit more variation on my content, so so something a little bit more personal, and then some other stuff that is like more entertaining but it's still like personal, and then of course ghost stories, like is those kind of paranormal story time, because I do have a lot, but especially past I have nothing really present that has happened, so it's just like old stories. So yeah, and hopefully once in Auckland also there are some places that are haunted or like have like a reputation of being haunted, and I would like to go there so I can take you with me and maybe do a little bit of research together, and trying to think what else I want to do. I want to talk more about my mental health as well. I really want to share that. I do have Instagram account. I don't post very often. I'm very bad at it, but I'm trying. I will try to do more and share a little bit my experience and pass the message. Maybe what I have learned about mental health, and keep learning because I'm still not over a lot of things. And yeah, now I'm extending myself way too much, but thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry that was so brief. It's just a little update on what's been January like, and what's coming, what's going to happen. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Follow me on here and follow me on Instagram if you want. And yeah,